Hey guys, I was gonna do a quick video right quick. It's gonna, it's talked about the separating the worms. I hope I've got my face in this camera. I'm not sure. I'm going to be taking the worms from this bin, some of the bedding as well, and I've got these smaller totes that they are real small. I got two of them, and I'm going to put some of the worm bedding in these. In each one. So I'm going to do a video on that real quick. Then move you in real close. And here we go. I'm not going to drill any holes in the new bins because I check the worms so often they don't need the oxygen as well. Plus, these bins are not airtight on top. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just open this up. There's my gloves. Some of my gardening stuff I stuck in here. Let's see. Been finding worms on the bottom of this little bowl I have. Look, here's one. I'll knock it back down in here. There's one, two. These are teeny tiny little baby worms. Three. Is there any more? Alright, so got all this out of the way. So if I can get this camera angled better. Alrighty. I think that's kind of crooked, but it'll just have to work. Alright, yeah. First of all, I know you probably can't see it, but there are baby worms that have crawled through the cloth I have on top. There's one. I put three down here, so I just kind of roll them up and they'll stick to my glove. You see that little on the edge of this finger here? And all I do is just put them down in the bedding. Like that. But I'll take them each one off the top of the cloth so I can lay it on the carpet without losing them. There's another right there. See what else? I think there's some underneath too. There's two right here. Get them together. And there's a third one. So I got three right there on my fingers. 1, 2, and 3. And that was a real tiny one there. Just gonna fall right off this. Get these worms. See if there's any more on here. Because definitely don't want to lose the ones that I have. There's another little one. The reason I'm separating, I'm hoping to try to encourage them to lay more eggs. And I also have bins that are smaller and maybe they'll finish a little more quickly. So that I'm not waiting a long time for a bin. So, yeah, I think that's all on there. There's an egg carton. Let's see. I don't see any right offhand in here. I don't think they'll go anywhere. Just shake all this off. And lay it over here because I'm going to put it right back in. And shake this one off. Mostly they go up underneath that bowl. I don't know why. But anyways, alright. So I've got my worm bin. And so I've got this bedding. It's starting to, it's doing pretty good. It's a lot darker. Starting to become more mature. So yeah, I want to take some of this and put in one of my other bins. And then I'll do that again. So to start with, I'm just going to grab my other bin and this is just a simple 5-gallon bin. I can separate it. I don't know, you're just staring at worms. I apologize. Alright, see, 5-gallon bin. I've got two of these, and I'm just going to grab some worms and throw some bedding in there. Just make sure I get some worms in each one. And just get some bedding to start on one side. Now, and with these, I'm going to try to do less bedding and actually encourage them to get in there and eat the food. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dig down. I know I put a bell pepper right here the other day, so I'm going to dig down and take some of these worms out. Yeah, see, there's that bell pepper, and they should be plenty on there. Look at that. There's quite a few on that. So we're going to drop a good handful in there. Also, I have a banana in the other corner. And so I've got a good handful of worms right here. So that'll get this bin started. And I'll put some food in here. There's some babies in here as well. So, let's see, yeah. Let those get settled. They'll move to the bottom because I don't like the light. And there's bin number 1. It's ready. And I'm gonna scoop some off of here. Put in there. Just enough so that they can have some to get started. And let's see. That should be plenty. So yeah, here's that, and we'll come in here, and down in this corner I had a banana. I actually had quite a few bananas in there. They go through them really fast. Let's see. What I'm looking for is a big group of the worms so that I can just get a handful of them all at one time. So that they're pretty much separated in there. Let's see. Here's some. This might be where that banana was. Let's see. There's quite a few right there. And I'm just going to let them start multiplying and get a couple more bins, small bins started. So, yeah. There's that. Let's see if I find a few more. A couple of these big ones in here. Get some mature ones. Oh yeah, look at there. There's where they were. They're down there. There's some more. Drop them in here.
Yeah, but that's just not real.
There's quite a few right there in the bottom. As you can see all those. There's still some stuff not broken down. Maybe a few more in here. And I've got plenty of food in the freezer ready to go in. Let's see. Here's a few more nice good adults. Okay, so I've got some worms in here. And in my other bin. And let's took some of that bedding in there down. And hopefully they will multiply a little quicker. So this is still some of the okra, but I'll just leave that. The bin's pretty healthy. Let's see if I can take this off without getting worms and crap on my camera. Hey Leah, come here. I'm going to let Leah pick it up. Come here. Grab my camera, and I'm going to lift it out. You ready? Lift it out. There you go. Good girl. Alrighty. Going to get down in here. See right here, this is a banana. And there's quite a few on there still. But, yeah, they will eat all that. And I'll just cover that up over there. The bedding is coming along really good. And to Miss Frida, I don't know if you watched this or not, but like I told you in a post the other day, I had horrible luck with my worms to begin with. But, you know, hang in there, and these little guys are doing great now. You know, you can see it's getting blacker, the compost, the worm castings. They're really breaking down the newspaper. And I just come in and give mine a turn, because as this is plastic, the moisture does settle at the bottom. So this is, I just do this about once or twice a week, depends on things. And I'll put that down at the bottom, and I'll take some of this top compost, like this. And I just flip it back in there like that. And it keeps the soil aerated so that I don't have to worry about oxygen. Also, it keeps the moisture levels pretty even throughout. The worms, they seem to enjoy having everything pretty level. And I only water the bin when I put in frozen food. I'll show you how I do that in just a moment. But as you can see here, they're breaking this stuff down really good. So this should be ready when I'm time to plant soon. There's still some clumps in here. But like I said, I started off with way too much bedding. But a lot of these white specks are crushed eggshell. So yeah, I'll just give these worms a good, kind of aerate their soil or their bedding, and bring them around. And it helps I think it helps it break down faster for it to be moved around and stuff as well. Some people, you turn your compost pile. So, and I just, I think you should turn these as well. Some people do, some people don't. But then I'll just do that. See how it just settles at the bottom. So I just kind of break it open, and that in turn puts oxygen and aerates it pretty good. And we'll make the worms recongregate, and then I'll just kind of, once I got it mixed good, just drop it back down. Got worms on my gloves. I got baby worms. So they're reproducing. They're happy. Whatever I'm doing is working. There's a little worm there. Let's see if I can knock it off my glove. But I do recommend using gloves when you're messing with the worms, just because, for one thing, they have sensitive skin, and we don't want to make them unhappy. And another, it gets tiring digging this crud from under your nails. I don't mind the worms. My nails are clean right now. I don't want to deal with it. So there's that. I'm just going to cover that back up. They've still got that other to eat in there. I'll wait until that bell pepper is pretty much done. And that banana. And I just put the lid on. Also, in these totes, they have holes up underneath the handles, so they get air in there too. So I don't think I'm going to be putting any holes. All right. I'm going to turn this off and go get some food to feed these worms in the new bins. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've got, a good level in the bottom of these. The worms are already moving down to the bottom. And in these bags, I freeze all my leftovers. These are old bananas. And I'll just drop a couple. I'm going to put one each in each bag. The orange peels, I'm waiting until I go outside. I'll just put those in my own garden. And what I do, let's see if I can set this camera up. I'm having trouble with this glove on. Let me see if I can bring this up now. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get the water. What I do, I've got some